Shalom. Call Elohim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachakudash. The belongers to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, peace and blessings to the elect. I'm going to start here in the book of Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13. It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man." And I'm starting here because in my last video, I mentioned how I wanted to get into a topic concerning the reason why certain people may feel like they're lost in life, like they're confused, they don't know what to do. And our people, they'll use a phrase, what's my calling? Or just people in general. But of course, we're only worried about the elect out of the nation of Israel right now in these days. You see, the reason why people have those kind of thoughts and they feel that way, once you come into this ministry, your life should be revolving around prophecy. And if it's not revolving around prophecy, now you're going to feel confused. You're going to feel like you don't know what to do. You're going to feel lost and have all these thoughts of, well, for lack of a better word, we'll just say confusion once again. And you shouldn't feel that way. Once you step into this ministry, you should understand that the Most High has a plan to where his Son is going to reign here on earth. And with this Son reigning on earth, that means that righteousness is going to be here on earth as well. Now, with that being said, your life should be centered around prophecy. Your life should be centered around Yahushai returning. Like I mentioned in my last video, knowing that his return means that all of our problems will be solved. So now we're not looking forward to anymore being that person that we once were in the world. We're now looking forward to having some multi-million-dollar, multi-billion-dollar companies and leaving some kind of legacy here for your children's children's children. We're not looking forward to being huge stars in this world, getting some kind of fame here. No, all that's BS now. It's going to be a new world to come very, very soon. And the Bible talks about the fashion of this world. It's going to go. It's going to leave. So who cares about, you wanted to be a rap star, a singer, an actor, actress. You wanted to go to the NFL, NBA, whatever it used to be. You give those things up when you understand now, like, okay, yeah, Yahushua returning. The whole world is going to be changed. Babylon's going to be destroyed. Let me center my life around prophecy. Now I know how to move. Now I know what course of action to take. Now I know how I should be planning my life in the spirit, of course. Things were already dictated for us, but, just carnal thoughts. Now I know how I should be planning my life in order to wait upon the Lord, as it says. So like I mentioned, I wanted to start in Ecclesiastes 12. But without rambling on, let me jump over now to Matthew chapter 19. And you can see right here, the subtitle says the disciples' reward. Matthew 19, verse 27. "Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them," and that's a good question. Nothing is wrong with asking that question. But you see, we don't have to, because it's been written for us. It's been recorded for us. And now we know. "Verily I say unto you," in verse 28, "that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel." What does that mean? Judging the 12 tribes of Israel ultimately means that you're going to sit on top of the entire world. Because remember, in the Apocrypha, it says that the earth or the world was made for our sake. So if it was made for our sake, the Israelites' sake, and you're judging the 12 tribes, that means you're judging and ruling over the entire world. As a man in this ministry, once you know that, your entire life should just change. Your entire outlook should change on the things that you thought you were meant to do. the things that you thought were the right way, that you thought was your calling. Now you understand, oh shoot, I have an opportunity at being a joint heir with Yahweh Shai. I have an opportunity of potentially ruling and judging over the entire world, being at the very top. Oh yeah, now your life is centered around that, because that's prophecy. Your life is centered around the destruction of Babylon the Great. Now you're looking forward to this place going down. Right now you really know what you were meant for. Now you really understand your higher calling, if your life is centered around prophecy. Verse 29, and everyone that hath forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. If you're in this ministry, you shouldn't be confused about what you were called to do. If that's the case, then you don't really understand what this ministry is all about. You don't really understand the entire purpose that the Most High had from the very beginning when he created his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. The entire plan was always for Yahweh Shai to be ruling here on earth. That was it, point blank, period. And now Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is gracious enough to where if we endure and strive for the truth unto death, then we could be joint heirs with him. Oh yeah. So now, no matter what sacrifices that comes with, no matter what tribulations that comes with, no matter what problems arise, you're going to do your best to jump over that hurdle, knowing what you were really called for. You got people still confused. I'm sure it's people in the truth, but just in general, confused about what they want to do in life, what they're meant for, what their interests are, what job they should get, what career path, what kind of education they should go for. We don't have to worry about those things. The Lord gave us an understanding of these scriptures. He gave us an understanding of prophecy. We're able to discern the time. So we know what to look forward to. We're not confused anymore. We know that the entire earth is going to be changed when Yahweh Shai returns. We know that Babylon will be destroyed. So we have to live with prophecy at the center of our lives. And now that keeps you level-headed. It keeps you calm. It keeps you just able to endure. Right now, verse 30 says, but many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So right now, we're sacrificing. We're going through different trials and tribulations. We're the meek of the earth, the trodden down. People overlook us. They don't take us serious when we're out there on the highways and byways. That makes us last. But we know that when he shall return, we're going to be like him. Why? Because we put him and prophecy at the forefront of our lives. And that's actually verbalized here in Revelation 19. And is it 19? Yeah, in verse 10. Let me highlight it. Revelation 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. So the angel's like, yo, don't worship me. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High. Worship God. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So you can't say that you believe in Yahweh Shai. You call on his name. You pray to him. But then at the same time, you don't understand prophecy, and prophecy isn't at the center of your life. It actually doesn't make sense according to this verse. Why do you think the scriptures talk about watching as well as praying? Those things go hand in hand. The man that you're praying to is the spirit of prophecy. The testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. So you must be praying to him for a reason. When we hasten the day, as I mentioned in my last video, a part of that is you praying to Yahushai for prophecies to take place. That's what that means. You shouldn't be walking around confused, not knowing what to do, just assed out. Nah. We're preparing our spirits for Jacob's trouble so that in that day we can stand strong and stand firm. Lord's will, we endure through Jacob's trouble and receive salvation when Yahushua returns with the chariots. Point blank, period. That's the end goal. That's the end goal. Right? Now, we read Ecclesiastes 12 when it said the whole duty of man is to worship God and keep his commandments. Well, let's go to one commandment. Because the commandments aren't just in the Old Testament. They're not just in the law. As a matter of fact, let me go to Matthew. Yeah. The words out of Yahushua's very own mouth are commandments. I hope I read it. I'm not tripping. Ecclesiastes. Yeah, I read it. I'm not going back. This is Matthew 24 and the glorious return. No. Keep going down. Yeah, Matthew 24, you see it says, be ready for his coming. Boom. That's the subtitle. Be ready for his coming. Verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. That's a commandment. If Yahushua said it, he's our Lord and our Savior. He's our way out of here. He's our solution. This is a commandment. Came out of his mouth. Watch therefore. Okay. So now my life has to be centered around prophecy because that gives us signs of his return. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would have not suffered his house to be broken up. So we're supposed to be watching for Yahushua's return so that we're not caught off guard. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. It's going to come just like that. When tribulation arises, when there's some huge, crazy earthquake or whatever it is, like I mentioned before, some kind of false flag event, who knows? Whatever it's going to be. Our job is just to be ready for when it arises, and you should be able to tell in the spirit that it's soon. It's very soon. You see how fast they're rolling out the micros, CHIPS. All these different companies, and now Elon Musk is on the roll. Cool, good. Let's go. Let's do it. But watching is a commandment. That's the whole duty of man. Right now, right? Watch, pray, and just do the work. That's the will of the Lord. So it's very, very simple. And before I close this off, I'm not saying not to do certain things. Like, yeah, if you got a business idea, go for it. Do it. Why not? Start the business. Lord's will, it prospers. Put your all into it. If you want to do anything else, right? If you have a skill set that you want to just try to embark upon, go ahead and do it. But the thing is, you have to understand that discernment means that's not the end all be all. That should not be your end goal in life. Like you're looking at that as your salvation. That's your solution. No. See, brothers got businesses. Brothers have different skills. Got things that they're going after. But no matter what, when Jacob's trouble hits, it's on and popping. Forget everything else. That business is gone. It's over with. Done. Finito. You got to be able to just move and now take action, right? With how the world is changing. And it's going to be a big change. But we're looking forward to these things. So, like I mentioned, just got to continue watching and praying, using discernment and understanding that your life should be revolving around prophecy. If that's the case, you're not going to be confused about what your calling is and what you were, quote unquote, meant to do in life. So, Lord's will, this was edifying and once again just a good exhortation to the elect. Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rachakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.